disregard me. Like, just disregard my outfit. Probably wore this thing already. Okay, just disregard my hair. Listen, y'all know I got a 2-week old, so just bear with me. But I wanted to make sure that I came here and I updated y'all. So much love, so many prayers. Appreciate y'all. So I wanted to come and just talk about everything in between, from what happened to now. So I'm back, y'all. Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Kel'a. If you are new here, welcome back. If you're not new here, I'm my subscribers. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. I am back, and I'm gonna be as consistent as I can be with what I'm dealing with. If you don't know, I have a 2-week-old. I was just pregnant 5 seconds ago. I have a premature 2-week-old. He was 5 weeks early. So we're on every 2-hour feedings right now, and to get his weight up, because he's only 5 pounds. The last time we checked, he was 5 pounds 10 ounces. At birth, he was 5 pounds 11 ounces. He lost 3 pounds, gained it back, blah blah blah. It's been up and down, right? So he's on every 2 hours feeding this special formula, 24 calorie formula. My breast milk is not enough, so yeah. But I just wanted to come here and update y'all because y'all deserve it, and I owe that to y'all. And I got some energy. I'm telling y'all, it's a whole different. I know my lighting is trash. We moved, and I gotta figure out where I'm gonna be setting up. So, but anyways, what was I talking about? Let's just start from the beginning. So 2 weeks ago, no, actually, yeah, 3 weeks ago, because it was Monday that I went to the hospital. What happened was I literally was walking my dog 34 weeks. I was gonna be 35 weeks Tuesday, right? So they were trying their hardest to keep him in until Tuesday. They're like, we feel better for one more day. I'm just like, okay, whatever. So Monday comes, and I'm perfectly fine all day. I'm just like, But I always told y'all, I always felt like he was gonna come early. And it was just a whole freaking mess. So I walked the dog, which y'all know I'm done with that dog, but I walked the dog for like a 30-minute walk. And then I went to go pick my daughter up, and I was going to get her some Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Shout out to y'all because it's fresh and good. And I'm like, ouch. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. This is not Braxton Hicks. This is like boom, right? Constantly boom. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. When you can't walk, you just got to really take a step back. Like, this is serious. Hold on. My daughter's like, Mom, you okay? I was like, no. And I felt like something was very wrong. I did not feel good. I was walking like this. I was like, get your food. I'm going to take you to Nana's, and I'm going to go to the hospital. So I called my doctor. I'm like, something ain't right. And I always go with my intuition because can't no doctor tell me nothing, right? So I'm like, something ain't right. He like, all right. Shout out to my doctors for being 33. I said, first of all, good for y'all, right? And my doctors, they're not black, but they understand that, first of all, 1 in 4 black women are dying after giving birth or during giving birth, and I was just not going to be that statistic, right? So anything that fell off, I was very OCD about and very hypochondriac about, because I got not only my son to live for, but my daughter, you know what I'm saying? I got a family. I'm like, I'm not going to put things off if I feel like something ain't right. And that is advice to my new moms. If something, you have to be an advocate for yourself. Because nobody gonna speak up for you. Only you know how you feel, and it's very important to just go with your intuition, go with your gut, and just understand, like, even if it's nothing, just make sure that it ain't nothing, right? So I'm like, listen, something ain't right. I'm coming to the hospital. I have not came to the hospital at all. I'm 34 weeks and 6 days or something like that, however they do it. And I'm like, this ain't right. Not only that, I have high blood pressure, right? I got high blood pressure like a year or two ago out of nowhere, which I know is from stress, because I don't just sit around and eat salt all day. And I am overweight, but not that overweight, literally. Maybe about 10 pounds, okay? Because now I'm back to my before pregnancy weight. Yes, I said, damn, I lost a lot of weight. I'm actually smaller. Like, my shirts are baggy and stuff. I said, that's perfectly fine. Stay that way. Because I want to be petite moving forward. So anyways, I'm like, this ain't right. So my doctor was like, yep, come in. Don't care. I said, I'm on my way. So I dropped my daughter off. I shoot to the hospital. I called my boyfriend. I'm like, I'm worried. I just don't feel good. It's pains and stuff like that. So I walked to the hospital. I'm just like, I'm just waiting in line. First of all, this nurse, I'm literally in the corner. Why you want to come this way? It's all this big old space for you to go through the door. You want to come? I'm not moving. I was like, I'm not moving. She's like, I'll just go around. Okay, because why? Why? I literally am in the corner, this just scrunched over. You had all this area. Girl, go around. So anyways, then they're like, are you pregnant? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, they literally was like, let's go. I think it was probably about 10 people in front of me. Probably about 30 people in the waiting room. They're like, let's go. So they took me upstairs to the maternity floor, whatever. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called. And they're like, how he asked me questions while we walking. I'm like, let me walk, because if I'm dilated, let's just keep this going. Like, I'm gonna walk, okay? So he like, all right, but I'm still like, ugh. I'm like, dang, why did I want another child? Good grief. So we get up there. I get in a room. And they check my blood pressure. They are asking me millions and one questions, and I'm like, I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna just be very real with y'all. I'm terrified. They're like, all right, well, let's figure out what's going on. Then we'll call the doctor and get him here, because my doctor was my doctor that I like. Let's just say that I like 3 of them. I don't dislike the other ones, but I can relate to the other 3 because they're younger and they get it. So he was on call. I was like, yes. They were like, he'll be up here, whatever. So they checked my blood pressure, y'all. Blood pressure was 190 over 120, and I was terrified because this was my biggest fear come true. I think that, honestly, I just be very real. I think I manifested it because I kept worrying about it. I kept thinking about it. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so scared to get preeclampsia, right? Well, yeah, I got preeclampsia. So I'm like, shut the hell up. So before I even knew that I had preeclampsia, they took my blood pressure. They're like, oh no. Okay, let's put you on a monitor, put the baby on a monitor, and like, let's get the doctor here, because why is your blood pressure so high? And I'm like, I took my medicine. I literally took my medicine, and I was like, I don't know. My blood pressure stayed that high for over 4 hours with their medications. They got an IV in, which I probably still got bruises from the IV all on my arms, because they had to do it 4 times. They did it twice in this arm, twice over here. And then she eventually got it. And I was bruised up. I had to have, like, we'll get there. So anyways, finally put the IV in. They gave me labetalol through my IV. Nothing. My doctor came in like, what's going on? I said, shit, I don't know, honestly. I'm terrified, and you know me. Let's figure this out. So he checked my cervix. He's like, okay, you're 2 centimeters dilated. He's like, you're only 34.6 or whatever. I'm like, okay, shit, I don't care. I was like, okay, well, I'm dilating, and I was like, and my blood pressure's so high. So this is what I mean when I say you need to be an advocate for yourself, especially as a black person, okay, black woman. And everybody was mad at me, and I don't care. So he was like, all right, let's get some more labetalol in you. We're going to take it orally, and we're going to put it in your IV. Nothing. Still high. So they put me on magnesium. They're like, we just don't want you to have a stroke. So, you know, you're going to have a stroke or a seizure if your blood pressure getting higher than this. So we got to put you on magnesium. First of all, I'm going to tell you right now, if you've never had magnesium, it's not even that painful. It's just very uncomfortable, because the second they put it inside of your IV, your skin burns, right? And then you just feel disgusting, right? You're hot as hell, okay? The whole entire time for like 20 minutes. And they have to monitor it, right? So I'm on magnesium. I'm just like, oh my God. It's like, this is crazy. Doctor come back in. He like, gotta keep you. Blood pressure too high. I said, oh yeah, because I wasn't leaving. So go ahead and take me to the room. Let's get comfy and cozy and figure this out, right? So I'm just fat. I'm going past all this stuff. So we get to the room. Doctor come back in. My boyfriend is in there, and he was mad at me because of the decision I decided to make. And I made this decision for the sake of my life, my child, my children. Like, so I'm like, you know, the doctor come in. He like, all right, so your blood pressure is finally going down a little bit. I'm looking at him like, dude, it's still 186. No. That's 6 hours of medication? No. So I'm like, okay. He like, so if everything, if it goes down a little bit more, we send you home. I was like, absolutely not. Like, there's no reason that I'm gonna still carry him and my blood pressure is that high. And I had to take not only orally but through an IV high blood, like, no. So I can go home and have a stroke, or I can go home and die or something. Like, I don't care how dramatic I sound, I'm cool. Like, no, that's not happening. I was like, no. He was like, what do you mean? I said, I'm having him today or this sometime tomorrow. I said, I want to go into labor. I don't feel comfortable. And I broke down. I'm just like, you don't understand the severity of it. I said, I'm sure you know the numbers, doctor. It's 1 in 4 Black women are dying. That is too many. I have a daughter. I just kept saying, I have a daughter. I can't, like, I just have to risk whatever comes with him being this early because I have a daughter to live for and take care of. Like, I have to do it. Like, that's just the decision I'm deciding to make. He was like, all right, we're going to go ahead and start you on Pitocin and we're going to have a baby. And there was a moment, I think, that he had of like, okay, she's not fucking playing. And also, she's right. Because I looked at him just like, it's 1 in 4 Black women dying. 1 in 4. I got 8-year-old. And yes, I love my son. I want to have my son. I want to be healthy. But I got to think about my child that is here. And I have to raise her, you know? And obviously, that's a tough decision to make. But I said, whatever comes with him being early, it just has to be it. It has to be that. Because I still gotta go home and take care of her, and that is like my job. That is my life. That is my obligation, is to make sure my child, I take care of her as long as I am on this earth. And honestly, I want to be here till I'm 90. You know what I'm saying? So I was thankful that he understood, that he started me on a Pitocin, which Pitocin and magnesium together apparently don't go together well, because I was at 5 centimeters dilated for 3 days. No food, no water, because apparently you only have ice chips. And then they made a decision to go ahead and give me a C-section, which I was absolutely terrified to do, but I was so hungry. I ain't never been that hungry in my life. Imagine being 3 days of no food or water, pregnant. I said, are y'all trying to kill me? I will cry. Are y'all trying to kill me, like, on the low? Because I was like, this 3 days of no food, I'm about to leave. Like, or I'm about to eat. Until my mom brings food, I can't do this no more. Like, so they stopped the Pitocin, they stopped the magnesium, and they're like, you can eat. It was like, but you only can eat what we give you, which was like a sandwich, turkey sandwich, fruit, and a water. Tore it up. Okay. I said, this is the best sandwich I've had in my life. Then they started back the 2 drugs. Oh, yeah, they stopped the magnesium and started the Pitocin. I still didn't dilate, so that's why they made the decision to go ahead and do a C-section. So my boyfriend had just left, which I was trying to insert the video right here of him. He had made a whole video of, like, on his way to the hospital. Like, he left like 10, and I'm like, I call him right when he leave. Like, the doctor just came in, I'm about to get a C-section in like 25 minutes. He was like, what? I was like, I know. So he made a whole video of him shout out to him for being the best damn father, and not only that, the best damn partner, support ever. Because not only did he have to come, he had to drive 20 minutes home, 20 minutes back, multiple times a day to take the dog out, because we didn't have a plan for him because we didn't know I was gonna be in labor. It was just a hot mess. I mean, I was in the hospital from Monday till Friday. My son was there from Thursday when he was born until Sunday without me, which was very hard too. But anyway, so I just appreciate him for being amazing. And so he came back and we had a C-section. So son came out. He was 5 pounds, 11 ounces. He came out high yellow. I said, Julian, are you sure that they didn't, was there another person in the room? Because, like, what? I know I am light-skinned, but in real life, I'm really not that light-skinned. Like, I'm tan. Like, y'all see that? I am tan. So I was like, but because you would think light-skinned, my partner is chocolate, combined, like, you at least be caramel. I'm like, son, you're yellow. Like, so I'm pretty, like, my son looks just like me. Just like I literally had a picture of me when I was his age and him now. He looked dead on me. From the hair to the nose. I was like, son, you look like your mom. That is so cool. Like, whew, man. Happy, right? So, thankful, right? He came out. He was jaundiced. His blood sugar was low. And he was a premature, five weeks premature. So son had a lot of stuff again, like going against him right now, right? So, they had to give him sugar water. They were like, "Are you totally against formula? Because he needs some calories and he needs them now." I'm like, "Do what you gotta do." So, after two days of being with us, they were like. And that was probably the hardest moment, was when the nurse came in that's in special care unit. Like, it's like a NICU or whatever. And they were like, so his temperature's not staying up. He can't keep his temperature up. He can't stay up long enough to eat. He is jaundiced. Like, he has to be on a billy blanket and the light, and he has to come upstairs. And I'm just like, I was trying to be so tough. I was like, oh, all right. You just gotta do it. I'm about to cry right now. I'm like, because I was by myself. He had to go walk the dog. So I'm like, okay, like, that's fine. Go ahead, take him. Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, then I called my boyfriend. I was like, well, y'all, had a whole moment. I'm like, he like, what? Like, he just gotta go upstairs. It don't matter because I want my son with me, right? But we was so tired because he's under a lamp with nothing on but a diaper. And it's hard to watch, you know? So we was like, sent him to the nursery. And I'm just like, this is a lot, right? So I kind of figured in my heart that he wouldn't come home with me. So then they were like, all right, he has to stay, but you can get discharged. So I was discharged Friday, which I was happy about because they gave me Friday and Saturday to fully sleep in and get my mind right, to be prepared to be a mama again, right? And the nurse was like, which y'all can take this however y'all want, but I took it in a positive way. You know, I was kind of like, yeah. At first I was like, wait a minute. She said he has 2 good things going for him. He's a black boy. He's black and he's a boy. He's gonna survive. And I just was like, we were both like, you know, power to the people, because our black boys, our sons they come out the womb just powerful kings, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I took it. I'm like, he's a king. He gonna be all right, right? So they were like, he's drinking. Like, my son only drink 2 little ounces of milk every 2 hours. I'm just like, you so little. They were like, he's drinking. Day 1, next day we could take the billy blanket off. They're like, yeah, looks like come Sunday he can go home. I'm just like, for real? So he got to go home Sunday. And we had to go to the doctor Monday. And he's still a little jaundiced now, just a little bit like around his nose. But he gained 3 ounces. And I was like, my son is so strong. And I just want to say, like, we had him at Bethesda, and they were so amazing. Like, I was so scared. Like, with my daughter, I was like, let me keep her, holding her tight. You know what I'm saying? And I know they say that the second child, you just like, go ahead, bye. But my son it was a different circumstances. So I was like, I want my baby. But with them, I was like, I'm okay. Like, I see you later, son. Ooh. So, this has been not only a blessing in disguise, but it taught me how powerful manifestation is in speaking things into life and knowing that the power of the tongue, right? So I'm pretty certain that I spoke him into life because I dreamt about him. I had dreams that he would come early. And also his blood type was A positive, mine is O negative. They also said that was a part of it too. The jaundice or something like that. Like, I want to say, don't quote me, it was like they were battling against each other or something. So it was very random that his blood type was A positive, and his dad and I are both O positive. So all was a lesson, and it was an amazing blessing and a lesson. But we are good, and C-sections ain't no joke at all. Okay? But I would rather have a C-section than vaginal, though. Because when I had my daughter, boy, like, just vagina burns. I don't, can't even pee. Ooh. So, but just with this, it was hard it's still kind of hard getting up and down, but you just push through. This has been amazing. So I just wanted to make sure I gave y'all an update, and I want to start coming back consistently. I'm going to also be on TikTok, I'm on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Miss Kel'a_A. And then I'm on TikTok. Don't know what that name is, but I'll put it in the description because I'm going to start being back active. I have so much to give and share. And shout out to everybody that checked on us, commented, everybody. It's just been amazing. Like, just so many gifts, so many praises and prayers and positivity. It's just been absolutely amazing. I could not ask for more support from my family, from my partner, from his family, from my church family. All of it. It's just a different situation. Like, I feel like myself again. Y'all, I'm skinny, okay? I got a little pudge, but who cares when you back to your regular weight? Like, my arms ain't that big. You can see that I'm skinny. I'm skinny in my own head. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah. So I'll be back with more videos. We're gonna get on a schedule. My son is only 2 weeks. He'll be 3 weeks on Thursday. So we hoping by next week we can start staying up longer so we can sleep. Cause every 2 hours it's just like, oof. Even though we tag teaming, like it's just different. Okay. Make sure make sure. Not saying get married, cause I'm not married. Just make sure you have a supportive partner before you decide to have a baby. Cause, boy, I said, oh, here, I can go take a shower and I can go do me. Oh, all right. Bye. Go to sleep. Like, okay. So it's amazing. All right, y'all. Let me go check on my baby. And drink some water. Goodbye.